Hej lyssnare. Jag hade tänkt att jag skulle försöka göra den här typen av videos lite då och då med någorlunda regelbundenhet. Och det jag egentligen först hade tänkt att behandla var Publicistklubbens, vad man nu ska kalla det, som de hade för några dagar så här. Där jag hade gett Björn Häger, ordförande i Publicistklubben, lite frågor som man kunde ställa till Mattias Ståhle angående Granskning Sverige-granskningen. Det hade han tyvärr inte tid med. Han hade dock tid med att spendera, jag vet inte hur lång tid, på fejknyheten om något tyskt par som inte visste att man måste ha sex för att få barn, men som faktiskt visste att man måste ha sex för att få barn. Jag orkade faktiskt inte lyssna igenom hela de 4 timmarna, men jag hörde att, och så var det något om någon pojke som hade kanske tvingats att gå hem i kortbyxor i 20 minus, och det visade sig vara en fejknyhet också. Så att sådana viktiga saker kunde de behandla under Publicistklubben, men de hade inte tid för mina kritiska frågor till Mattias Ståhle angående hans granskning av Granskning Sverige. Men innan jag hann göra den här videon så fick jag tips från Torbjörn Sassesson på Newsvoice att Sveriges Television har skrivit en artikel med rysk desinformation, och där är då Granskning Sverige som nummer 2 på den listan. Och den listan har sin källa när man tittar på deras sida, går till deras källa, så är det någon som heter Disinfo Review, där vi också är nummer 2 på deras hemsida. Och den här Disinfo Review är någonting som East Stratcom Task Force använder, eller vad man nu ska kalla det. East Stratcom Task Force är tydligen någon organisation inom EU för att motverka rysk propaganda i EU. Och då listar de då olika rysk som de tycker är rysk propaganda då. Och där är vi nummer 2 då. Och det de gör är ju också då att konsekvent undvika att ta kontakt med källan oss. Så att vi kan säga hur det verkligen är. Utan de läser Mattias Ståhles förvirrade artikel om Granskning Sverige. Och sen så cirkulerar det då i massa olika medier och till och med in i EUs administration, eller vad man nu ska kalla det. Så att det har ju blivit en etablerad sanning, bland annat att vi betalar för ringare. Det har vi som sagt aldrig gjort, men det är inte omöjligt att vi kommer att göra det. Men rätt ska ju vara rätt, men inte i västvärldens media i alla fall, verkar det så. Jag ringer i alla fall East Stratcom Task Force och deras pressavdelning för att diskutera den här saken.
My name is Adam Kazanowski. I'm a press officer in the Commission Spokesperson Service.
Okay, perfect. My name is Fabian Fjelling, and I am one of the main persons behind Granskning Sverige, which is listed on your webpage as one of Putin's disinformation sources in Europe.
Right. Well, I mean, firstly, it's not a website of the Commission. It's an independent website which is maintained by the East Stratcom Task Force. If you see on the website, there's also a disclaimer which says that the positions there that are expressed are not positions of the European Union. There is also a way in which you can get in touch directly with the Stratcom team to make your case known in case you think that there's been a misrepresentation or an error in the work that they've done. On the right-hand side, it says how to contribute. If you'd like to send contributions to the Disinformation Review, please contact the East Stratcom Task Force on disinforeview at eu.eu. Yeah. Otherwise, I think on the Disinformation Review itself, which is about, well, from the top of the page, near to the top of the page on the right-hand side, you can click on the Disinformation Review, and then it says any errors or misrepresentations should be reported to the East Stratcom Task Force for correction at disinforeview at eu.disinfo.eu. So those are the details that you would need to have in order to contact them about any reported misrepresentation or error.
Yeah, but I would like to talk to them. That's just emails.
Yeah, that's the way in which the errors or misrepresentations are reported.
But don't you think that it's a pretty important issue that you're listing as me personally? I'm a normal Swedish person, normal Swedish citizen, who've been done, who have published some YouTube videos, and you are listing me as one of Putin's main tools to spread disinformation in Europe.
I mean, again, in the disinformation review, what it says is precisely this. Every Thursday, the Disinformation Review brings the latest cases of news articles carrying key examples of how pro-Kremlin disinformation finds its way in international media. The review focuses on key messages carried in international media which have been identified as providing a partial, distorted or false view or interpretation and or spreading key pro-Kremlin messaging. It does not necessarily imply, however, that the outlet concerned is linked to the Kremlin or pro-Kremlin, or that it is intentionally sought to disinform. The review is a compilation of cases from the East Stratcom Task Force's wide network of contributors and therefore cannot be considered an official EU position. Likewise, the news articles are based on the analysis of the East Stratcom Task Force, so information and opinions expressed there cannot be considered an official EU position.
Okay,
Any
do
errors
they
or
get money from the EU? Do they get money from the EU?
Any errors or misrepresentation should be reported to the East Stratcom Task Force for correction at Disinfo Review at EU-disinfo.eu. So really, that is those are the channels that they provide to provide feedback. I know that they would get back to you as soon as possible, and if you leave contact details, then there's of course a possibility that they would speak to you by phone. But by email is the initial contact to report any errors or misrepresentations.
Yeah, okay, so you have a main website that you're spreading disinformation on, and you're putting lots of words into saying that it's not your information. That's fantastic, I must say. You're putting a large amount of words saying that you are not lawfully responsible for the information that you're spreading through this website.
I only have to say to you what I have said, which is included on the website of EU-Disinfo.
Yeah, but shouldn't there be a warning sign on the top that this is disinformation? We don't take any responsibility for the content of this website. It all might be wrong. It all might be wrong. Could be a warning sign on the top of it.
I don't really have anything further to add. I mean, I've explained what the disinformation review is, what it seeks to do.
So you told me now anyway, you have to admit to me that you are telling me now that the disinformation review is not correct information. You are not taking any responsibility that this is correct information that you're spreading through disinformation.
No, that's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there are channels for the reporting of perceived errors or misrepresentations that should be reported to the task force.
Yeah.
I've explained what the disinformation review is.
Yeah, which is a place where they publish any information that they can that will confuse people, and then you have a text of law saying that you're not responsible for the information that you are spreading through this channel. It's ridiculous that I am on your website. Behind the scenes at the Swedish troll factory is me personally.
As I've said, the way to report any errors or misrepresentations
I'm reporting to you now. I'm reporting to you now. That is completely wrong, that piece of information there. And I'm not going to spend any more time on it. If you want to make yourself fools, then you keep it there. Otherwise, you get rid of it. I don't care if you have that information. Everybody in Sweden knows that this is a foolish information. It's complete idiots that are publishing that kind of information. And if you want to make yourself idiots, look like idiots, then you keep the information there. Otherwise, you get rid of it.
Okay. Well, as I've said, that's the way to report how you feel is through the email address.
It's not how I feel. It's how it is.
Okay. Well, I've given you the way in which you can do that.
Yeah. I'm not going to spend any time to help you get more credibility. But that thing, everybody in Sweden, I have 45,000 views on the video dealing with this issue. Everybody knows that it's wrong.
Well, again, I think this is the best way for you to report this is through the email address I gave to you.
If you make fools of yourself. You can make yourself
fools of
yourself.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your call then.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye.